Good morning, children. In your previous class, you studied about the acceleration and the graphical representation of the motion. In that, we studied about the distance time graphs, velocity time graphs. See, children, what do you mean by acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change of the velocity. That is, acceleration equals to change in velocity by time taken. If the velocity of an object changes from an initial value u to the final value v in time t, the acceleration a is a equals to v minus u by t. And if an object travels in a straight line and its velocity increases or decreases by equal amounts in equal intervals of time, then the acceleration of the object is said to be uniform. And the motion of a freely falling body, it is an example of a uniformly accelerated motion. And we also discussed some problems. Now today we will study about the equations of motion by graphical method. When an object moves along a straight line with a uniform acceleration, it is possible to relate its velocity, acceleration during motion and the distance covered by it in a certain time interval by a set of equations known as the equations of motion. When an object moves along a straight line with a uniform acceleration, it is possible to relate its velocity, acceleration during motion and the distance covered by it in a certain time interval by a set of equations known as the equations of motion. There are three such equations. These are, first one is a v equals to u plus at, s equals to ut plus half a t square, 2as equals to v square minus u square, where u is the initial velocity of the object which moves with a uniform acceleration a for time t, and v is the final velocity, and s is the distance traveled by the object in time t. See children here, when the object moves along a straight line with a uniform acceleration, uniform acceleration means the object travels in a straight line and its velocity increases or decreases by a equal amounts in equal intervals of time. Then we say that the acceleration is a uniform, means it covers the equal amounts of a distance in a equal intervals of a time. Now it is possible to relate its velocity, acceleration during motion and the distance covered by it in a certain time interval. It takes a certain time interval, but we can represent this by a set of equations. These are known as the equations of motion. First one is v equals to u plus at, s equals to ut plus half at square, and 2as equals to v square minus u square. Here v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is the acceleration, and t is the time taken, s is the distance traveled by the object in time t. And here equation 8.5, it describes the velocity time relation. Here equation 8.5 represents the velocity time relation. Equation 8.6, that is s equals to ut plus half at square, it represents the position time relation. And equation 8.7, it represents the relation between the position and the velocity. These can be obtained from equations. Equation 8.7, it can be obtained from equation 8.5 and 8.6 by eliminating t here. These three equations can be derived by the graphical method. We derive these three equations by the graphical method. First one, that is equation for a velocity time relation. Here, consider the velocity time graph of object that moves under a uniform acceleration. Consider a velocity time graph. Here it is the velocity time graph of an object that moves under uniform acceleration. It is shown in a figure 8.8. Here that is the initial velocity not equals to 0. From this graph, we can say that the initial velocity of the object is u at point A. At point A, the initial velocity will be u. And then it increases to v at point B. And then at point B, it increases to v. In time t, the velocity changes at a uniform rate A. The velocity changes at a uniform rate A. In figure 8.8, this is figure 8.8, the perpendicular lines BC and PE. Here, the perpendicular lines BC and BE are drawn from point B. The perpendicular lines BC and BE. These are drawn from the point B on the time and the velocity axis respectively. These are drawn on the time and the velocity axis. This is the velocity axis respectively, so that the initial velocity is represented by OA. Here the initial velocity u, it is represented by OA. The final velocity is represented by BC. Here BC is the final velocity. And time interval t is represented by OC. OC is the time interval. And BD equals to BC minus CD. It represents the change in velocity in time interval t. Here BD equals to BC minus CD. It represents the change in velocity in time interval t. Here once again see here children, it is the velocity time graph. From this graph we can say that the initial velocity of the object is u at point A, and then it increases to v at point B, and then it increases to v at point B. The velocity changes at a uniform rate A. The velocity changes at a uniform rate A, and the perpendicular lines BC and BE. BC and here see children, perpendicular lines BC and BE. Perpendicular lines BC and BE are drawn from a point B on the time and the velocity axis respectively, so that the initial velocity is t is represented by OA. Here OA is the initial velocity. And the final velocity is represented by BC. BC is the final velocity and the time interval t is represented by OC. OC is the time interval. And BD equals to BC minus CD. BD equals to BC minus CD. It represents the change in the velocity in time interval t. Now let us draw AD parallel to OC. Let us draw AD parallel to OC. Here see children, in the figure AD is parallel to OC. From the graph we observe that BC equals to, from the graph we see that the BC, here see children, this is BC equals to BD plus CD. BD plus CD or DC. This equals to here BD plus DC equals to, here DC equals to OA. From the figure we can say that DC equals to OA. We can write here BC equals to BD plus DC from the figure, and this equals to BD plus OA because here DC equals to OA. DC equals to OA. Substituting BC equals to V. Here see children, BC is the final velocity and OA equals to U, that is initial velocity. Substitute here. We get V equals to, here BC is V and BD plus OA is initial velocity plus U, or we can write this as BD equals to V minus U. It is equation 8.8. And from the velocity time graph figure, the acceleration of the object is given by A equals to change in velocity by time taken. This equals to change in velocity. It is BD is the change in velocity. BD is the change in velocity by time taken is AD. BD is the change in velocity and time taken is AD. This equals to BD plus AD equals to OC. We can write it as AD equals to OC equals to BD by OC. Substituting OC equals to T. That is OC is the time interval. OC equals to T. We get A equals to BD by T or BD equals to AT. Name it as equation 8.9. And using equations 8.8 and 8.9. See children, using these two equations 8.8 and 8.9, we get V equals to U plus AT. See children here. Since BD equals to AT, we can write here BD as AT. AT equals to V minus U or V equals to U plus AT. You represent this, substitute here. BD by AT. From equation 8.9, we can write here BD equals to AT. This equals to V minus U. This you write as it is. And we can write V equals to, take this U here. To the left hand side, it becomes AT plus U equals to V, or we can write it as V equals to U plus AT. Now, equations for a position time relation. Equation for position time relation. Now, let us consider that the object has traveled a distance S in time t under uniform acceleration A. Here, let us consider the object that has traveled a distance S in time t under uniform acceleration A. In figure, the distance traveled by the object is obtained by the area enclosed within OABC under the velocity time graph AB. Here see children, we consider the object that has traveled a distance S. That has traveled a distance S in time t under uniform acceleration A. And in the figure, the distance traveled by the object is obtained by the area enclosed within OABC. Here see children, OABC, the area enclosed by OABC. OABC. It is the distance traveled by the object. It is obtained by the area enclosed within OABC under the velocity time graph AB. And thus the distance S traveled by the object is given by, distance traveled is given by S equals to area OABC. The distance traveled S is given by the area OABC. See children, from the graph we can say that this is OABC. This is a trapezium. OABC. This is the area of the trapezium. And it is the distance traveled by the object. This equals to area OABC. It is the area OABC. It is the area of the rectangle OADC plus area of the triangle ABD. It is the area of the triangle OADC plus area of the triangle ABD. See the figure here children. This is OABC. It is the trapezium. It is the area. This equals to area of a rectangle. This is OADC. It is a rectangle and it also includes the triangle ABD. It is the area of rectangle OADC plus area of the triangle ABD. This equals to, see children, area of a rectangle OADC. This is the length into breadth. Here length is from the triangle OADC. OA is the length and OA is the length and OC is the breadth here. OA is the length and OC is the breadth. And the area of the triangle ABD, this is half into base into height here. Half into base into height. Here base is AD and height is BD. That is half into AD into BD. Name it as equation 8.10, 8.10. And substituting OA equals to U. That is OA is the OAC children here. OA is the initial velocity U. And OC equals to AD. See children, from the figure, OC equals to AD. OC equals to AD. See children, OC equals to AD. This is OC equals to AD and this is T. OC equals to AD equals to T and BD equals to AT. Already we got here BD equals to AT. We get from these three S equals to, see children, substitute the values here. OA is U, OC is T plus half into AD is T and into BD. BD is AT. That is S equals to U into T plus half T into AT, or S equals to UT plus half AT square. Understood children? The distance traveled by the object is given by S equals to area OABC, which is a trapezium from the graph. This is equals to area of a rectangle OADC plus area of the triangle ABD from the figure. See children, from the figure, area of trapezium OABC equals to area of a rectangle OADC plus area of a triangle ABD. Here we can write area of a rectangle, that is length into breadth, that is OA into OC, plus half into base into height, that is half into base is AD and height is BD, AD into BD. Now we can substitute here OA is U from the graph, OC equals to see children here, OC equals to AD, this equals to T, and BD equals to AT. We got already BD equals to AT, and substituting all these value in equation 8.10, we get S equals to U into T plus half, this is AD is T into BD is AT, or S equals to UT plus half AT square. Now the equation for a position velocity relation from the velocity time graph shown in figure 8.8, the distance S traveled by the object in time t moving under uniform acceleration A is given by the area enclosed within the trapezium OABC under the graph. See children, from the velocity time graph shown in the figure 8.8, the distance S traveled by the object in time t moving under a uniform acceleration is given by the area enclosed within the trapezium OABC under the graph. That is S equals to area of the trapezium OABC. S equals to area of the trapezium OABC. See children, here once again you see the graph here. Figure, this is figure 8.8, the graph, and here the from the velocity time graph shown in figure 8.8, the distance S traveled by the object in time t moving under uniform acceleration A is given by the area enclosed within the trapezium OABC. Again you consider the trapezium here OABC under the graph, that is S equals to area of the trapezium OABC. Children, the area of trapezium formula is half into sum of the parallel sides into height. Half into sum of the parallel sides into height. That is half into sum of the parallel sides. See children, from the graph sum of the parallel sides here, which are the parallel sides? OA, OA and BC. See children, OA and BC are the parallel sides here. OA, BC. These are the parallel sides, and into height, which is the height here? OC is the height. OC is the height. See children, that is the area of the trapezium OABC. Yes, equals to area of the trapezium OABC. That equals to half into sum of the parallel sides into height. That is half into sum of the parallel sides. Here parallel sides are OA plus BC. These are the parallel sides. OA and BC. OA plus BC into height. Height is OC into OC. Into OC. Now children, substituting OA equals to U. Here you substitute OA equals to U, BC is V and OC equals to T. We get here OA is the initial velocity, BC is the final velocity and OC is T. We get here S equals to U plus V into OC is T by 2. It is equation 8.11 and from the velocity time relation, that is equation 8.5, we get what is equation 8.5 children? That is V equals to U plus AT. From that we get T equals to V minus U by A. T equals to V minus U by A. It is equation 8.12 and using equations 8.11 and 8.12, we get children here S equals to U plus V. Here T is substitute here. T is V minus U by A into V minus U by A. And write this 2 as it is. You get here 2A V plus U into V minus U by 2A. That is 2AS equals to V plus U into V minus U is V square minus U square. This is the equation for a position velocity relation. See children, here once again you see here the equation for position velocity relation. From the graph, the distance is traveled by the object in time t moving under uniform acceleration A is given by the area enclosed within the trapezium OABC. Area enclosed within the trapezium OABC, that is this equals to half into sum of the parallel sides into height. Here half into OA plus BC into height is OC. Half into OA plus BC into height is OC. Now substitute here children. OA is U, OA plus BC is V and into OC. OC is T. We get here S equals to OA is U plus V into T by 2. And from the velocity time relation, that is V equals to U plus AT, we have T equals to, we get T equals to V minus U by A. And using equations 8.11 and 8.12, we get here S equals to V plus U into V minus U by 2A. Substitute the values of T in equation 8.11. We get S equals to V plus U into V minus U by 2A. That is 2AS equals to V square minus U square. Understood children? Today we discussed the three equations of a motion. First one is a equation for a velocity time relation, that is v equals to u plus at. Second one is a equation for a position time relation, that is s equals to ut plus half at square. Third one is a equation for position velocity relation, that is 2as equals to b square minus u square. Understood, children? In next class we will discuss the problems based on these. Thank you.